Hello and welcome to episode 6 of this GBC podcast. Today, Xbox, I don't want you. Today I am here with my two co-hosts, one wearing a beautiful outfit.
Oh my god. The
I
one,
love it.
the
I love it. Hey, what's good? What's great? It's your boy Phil.
And we got a special guest here with us today, Mr. Goof Jr. himself.
the one and only.
Yeah, hopefully to embarrass Kid Vicious here with some of his takes, as the
Yeah,
guest
doing my
normally
best.
does. All right. So, first of all, I have had air conditioning issues, which is very fun. A guy came out today, worked for about a few hours, and is broken again. So, that's...
Hey, hate to hear that. Being without air in Georgia should be illegal.
Mm-hmm. I got my fan on. It's not doing anything. And it's even worse in the afternoon and evening because the sun comes right in through my window.
hmm
All right. So, first topic of the night. Recap of the great week 3.
It was alright. It wasn't that great.
All right. So, first, 49ers Giants. 49ers won, which I think at this point no one's surprised about. 49ers are having an amazing season so far. They're undefeated. But yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think we didn't do predictions last time. So yeah, but like you said, I don't think anybody should be surprised about it. I think everybody had the Niners, unless you're a Giants fan, of course. So I mean, it was a blowout that I feel like everyone saw
Lions. How about that Lions Falcons game?
coming. Y'all want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. You have the honor since they're your team.
Yeah, I'm be real. Lions won. They beat us fair and square. Um, Looking back at the game though, if you watched it or saw it, our defense wasn't bad. I mean, the Lions. I forgot how many points they scored, but I know like one their big touchdown was a busted coverage. Other than that, our defense was good. We were getting stops. We were stopping them. Like we were playing good defensively. Um, offense. Offense was absolutely terrible. Bijan couldn't get nothing going, which I mean, you're not gonna have it every single game. Desmond Ritter, I told you, Cam. Jordan Love clears him. If we had Jordan Love that game, we win. If we have a solid quarterback that game, we win. Desmond Ritter looked terrible. Granted, in his defense, the offensive line didn't do well at for protecting him. But yeah, offensively is the reason why we lost this game. And I'm gonna be real. I always get over emotional, especially after a loss. But just right now, how I'm feeling, I want our head coach fired. I want our offensive coordinator fired. I want a new quarterback, and that's just how I feel. But even though with this loss, I do still feel a win inside because I get to see KB wearing that amazing shirt that he has on. So, but yeah, that's how I feel about the game.
I watched it and it was painful. I mean, I'm a fan of both Lions and Falcons. Falcons are above Lion. Like it goes Steelers first, Falcons, Lions, because you gotta be a fan of the Falcons if you live in Georgia. Like it's a law at this point. But man, it was. I just turned it off like third quarter. I was just like, okay, this game isn't getting any better.
Yeah. Also, our kicker. Like I love Young Wei Koo. He was last 2 seasons he's been like a top kicker, but this year he's been like struggling. Like he's missed a few field goals going back to preseason. And I heard we brought in a new kicker to try out because that's not the reason why we lost, of course. But I mean, missing field goals definitely doesn't help.
Just want to say, sorry, I was eating my dinner, but I just want to say, I'm gonna have to take 100 showers after wearing this crap. I'm gonna have to take so many showers for wearing this Falcons shirt. Oh my god. Oh my god. But also, I want to say I am not a Falcons fan. This was a bet that we made last week when the Falcons played my Packers and I lost.
He tried to get out of the bet. He tried to get
I
out.
did not.
I
I
guess I haven't.
legitimately forgot.
Yeah, okay.
Forgot.
And then I'm gonna say, go Lions for now.
Not gonna be saying that Tuesday or Thursday when they beat
Oh no,
when they
no!
when they beat Green Bay.
I'm gonna be saying, "In love we trust." That is what I'm
No,
gonna be
you're
saying.
not, because you're stealing that from the Steelers.
I don't give a crap. In love we trust. We're gonna
It's
show you what a
okay.
real
We,
team
we,
is
we know
like.
you secretly like the Steelers because you're stealing
No,
that
I
Salem
don't.
Saints. And no
Secretly
Steelers
like it.
Saints.
Hey, you're leading me off topic, barbecue, so you can't deduct a point.
Well, I wasn't going to. No one mentioned points.
But you're straying me off topic. I got to get back on the Lions and Falcons game. What embarrassment! 20-6. I pulled back my statement on Desmond Ritter. Like, I really do. Oh my God, Ritter. You made me look bad, bro. I said you were better than Jordan Love. No, you were not. Love was getting the crap beaten out of him, and he just, we're not going to do any spoilers yet. But yeah, Lions, honestly, the Lions are better than what I expected them to be, but at the same time, I expected them to be this good. I didn't think they would, because aren't they 3-0 at this point?
They're 2-1. They lost last week to Seattle. Or wait,
Yeah,
did they?
they're 2-1. They
Okay.
lost.
I think it was
They
Seattle.
won to Seahawks. They lost to the Seahawks by 6 points.
But yeah, I mean, they're a better team than I expected, but just wait till a real team plays them. Even though I'm wearing this team, a real team. But yeah,
So
we
what
can go
week
to
is
the
the real
next
team coming in? Because we know it's not next
week. Week 4. That's when a real
week.
team shows up.
Oh, you guys play them this next week?
Thursday. Yep.
Yeah.
Thursday night football.
Oh, is it Thursday night? Ooh, nice.
But yeah, we can go to the next team. That's all I gotta say about that.
Vikings, Chargers. Chargers won. I wasn't expecting this, honestly. I mean, Chargers. I thought Vikings would beat them.
I mean, this one I expected that because the Vikings haven't been as good as they were last year. Last year they were just taking heads off. Last year, this year I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think this was a battle of the mid. Not saying that the teams are mid, but as far as the Chargers, they have an amazing offense. They can't get a stop on defense. The Vikings are kind of I think they're the same team from last year. It's just reverse, meaning that they were, I want to say, 11-0 in one score games last year, or it's some record like that. They had like a really good record in one score games last year, and now they have a record of course 0-3 now in one score games. So I mean, I knew that they weren't going to be the same team from last year, but 0-3 is still crazy. But yeah, I'm really not surprised with a winner or a loser from this game. Like I said, it's just kind of the battle of the mid or the battle of teams that can't get stuff right. Vikings need to get Vikings gotta get something figured out. 'Cause, they got Justin Jefferson coming up on the contract. I don't know if he'll want to resign. They got Kirk who's expiring his contract this year. So they're about to be heading. I don't know what direction they're headed in, but yeah, shout out to the Chargers.
Saints Packers.
Oh,
Man,
what an amazing game!
man.
What an amazing game! Love
The
went out there.
Packers.
He got smacked all up. We got smacked in our face a couple of times, got knocked around, but in the end, we came back and showed you guys what a real team looks like. Rallied back and won the game. I mean, we're just a great team, and
Did you guys lose to the Falcons like 2 weeks ago, though?
would you stop? Oh my God! Let me finish my speech. We're an amazing team. Before the season even got kicked off, no one believed in Love. No one believed in Love. Not even me. But Jordan Love, when he let his nerves cloud his mind, he's an amazing quarterback. All I ask is that can we get Aaron Jones back, bro? Because Bubba back there, he's not it for me. I'm sorry. He's been making some good contributions, but Bubba got to go. We have a better run game than that. But, what can you guys can't say anything bad about the Packers this week. I mean, it's probably the greatest comeback of the year. In Love we trust. That is the end of my speech.
Saying that.
I'm gonna keep saying it, bro.
You're gonna keep saying it because you're making me mad.
How am I making you mad?
Because you're stealing a copyrighted slogan.
Who cares?
Everyone.
Who cares? It's literally in your team name. Steelers. You guys are Steelers.
And Kenny we trust sounds better anyway.
You guys are Steelers anyway. It's in your team name. It's okay.
So you're stealing it from us.
Because you guys are already Steelers.
That makes no sense.
I think your last name, Love, it's a better slogan you could come up with anyway. All you need is a little bit of love, or you can come up.
Oh my God, Phil, stop! You're ruining it. I just say it because to mess with barbecue.
It doesn't bother me anymore then.
It doesn't bother you anymore? Okay, in Love we trust. That's my new slogan. Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, Packers, they're an okay team. I mean, they're still 2-1. They still have a lot.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
About to be 2-2, but that's okay.
Of course, he's the biggest.
Texans, Jaguars.
Well, real quick about the Packers. Yeah, it was a good game by the Packers. Great comeback. You played bad throughout the whole game, but you came through in the final minutes where it really mattered and rallied back as a team. So that's a great team win. I must say,
That's the same thing the Falcons did last week.
Yeah. As much as I hate the Saints, I ain't gonna lie. When the Falcons lost, I was hating. I was like, I kind of hope the Packers look like. I ain't like when they were down 17-0. I just thought I was like, man, KV's meltdown is gonna be awesome next show. And then they were coming back. I was like, but hey, always good to see the Saints go down. It was truly a good win by y'all. I will say, not taking away the win from y'all, but you aren't mentioning how Derek Carr got hurt, and that's really the big reason of why you guys came back.
Derek Carr sucks. He's the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
No one's scared of Derek Carr. In Love we trust.
I'm actually gonna need that meltdown video from the Falcons game so I can edit you saying "In Love We Trust" and then followed by that meltdown video next week whenever you lose.
I mean, I don't have the video, so that's on you guys.
We need the video. Miss Dean, please.
You have no way to contact my cousin, so you'll never get the video. And she'll never give up the video. My assistant would never do that. That's what makes a good
Yeah, I do
assistant.
have her on Discord still.
Oh my god, bro. She's at a movie anyway.
And she can watch the clips. Miss Dean, please share the KV meltdown. We need it.
She's not gonna share it.
What's her Instagram so we can tag her too?
I don't even know her Instagram. I don't even follow her on Instagram.
Wow, you don't follow your own cousin?
I don't follow any family on Instagram.
That's wow.
If you see some of the stuff, I post on there. Yeah, if my family saw that, I would get a lot of flack about it.
Just don't post that stuff then. It's simple.
Bro, you can't tell me to stop being me.
Okay. On to the next team. Texans Jaguars. Good game by Texans.
They're really a surprising team this year.
They're 2-1, 1-2.
I thought they would be up
are
in
1-2. But yeah, Texans are normally known for struggling. So I guess so are Jaguars.
Yeah. Houston, we have a quarterback. Their quarterback, their rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud is. It's only 3 games, but he looks like the real deal. Like you said, I'm like y'all were saying, very surprised by them too. Very surprising team. They've been in every single game that they played in so far, and yeah, the fact that they're able to come away with this upset win is crazy. Jaguars, I don't really know how to feel about them though either. Not going to take away from the Texans. And then, I don't know if y'all saw that fullback kickoff return that they had during the game. That was crazy too. Shout out to that guy.
I feel like people expect more out of the Jaguars because of Trevor Lawrence. When they got him, they expected so much more out of the Jaguars.
Yeah, I agree.
Time for the game everyone was talking about this week. Broncos, Dolphins.
Oh my God. Everyone should be fired from the Broncos, from the head coach to the coordinators to the players, like everybody. Even Russell Wilson. He's not even a Hall of Famer in my eyes right now. Oh my God.
20-70.
How do you let this happen? How do you let this happen? I've never seen this happen in the NFL. Never. It didn't even it almost broke the record though. If the Dolphins went ahead and scored again, but they decided to be nice and not. Like, oh my God, I was like, what is this, a high school football game? Like, come on.
Yeah,
This was
I agree.
crazy.
I agree with you. Like overreacting, but also not overreacting. Like seriously, a lot of the people from the Broncos, the kitchen staff, the equipment staff, the coaches, the players, a lot of them need to go. They just need a new vibe and change of scenery because 70-20, like you said, the record is 72 points, and they were in field goal range. They could have kicked the field goal to break the record and have 73. But very classy move by the Dolphins. I wouldn't have done it. I would have ran up the score, but they didn't decide to do that. It's also funny because Sean Payton, the Broncos head coach, he was talking about in the offseason how last year was the worst coach's job he's seen with the Broncos, and now he's the coach and he's getting blown out 70-20. So that's kind of funny looking back at that, but definitely an embarrassment. As a Broncos fan, I don't even know what you say, what you do, how you come back from this. At this point, I know a lot of them are just saying the tank for the number 1 pick. But yeah,
I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying this for a while. I feel like the Broncos haven't been good since Peyton Manning's era.
yeah, they haven't. They've been. It's been a struggle, and it sucks because they haven't been able to find a quarterback since. They thought that that Russ was going to be the guy, and I like Russ, and he's having a better season this year, but he's still obviously not Seattle Russ. So I don't know. It's like it's kind of interesting because it's one of those things where like they won the Super Bowl, but at what cost? Because you got to win the Super Bowl. You were the best team in the world for that year, but you've had like 8 7 8 years of straight just sucking and not competitive at all. So it's kind of like they won, but at what cost?
I felt like when they got Russell Wilson, I felt like that was a big shock. Because I thought Russell retired in Seattle, but I mean, Russell Wilson was, let's face it, he was doing terrible before he even left. So I didn't think there would be much of a change, anyways. So I feel
Right.
like I feel like maybe they can use, depending on how long Russell Wilson's contract, probably like a 4-year deal or more. They can draft a quarterback and try to groom a rookie quarterback into taking over. I think that's the best bet for quarterback.
Yeah, I know, especially a lot of Broncos fans. They just want to tank and go after was it USC's quarterback Caleb Williams, who's supposed to be the #1 pick in the draft this next year.
So, yeah, I feel like that's the best bet to go.
Yeah, especially at 70-20. Like I knew it was a blowout, but I didn't see the score. So like when I saw it, I was actually like, "There's no way." Like I thought it was a Madden score or somebody edited or something. But the fact
Yeah,
that
I
they
thought the
did,
same thing. I thought no, what I thought it was like I thought it was like a breakdown of the score of each quarter. That's what I thought it was at first until I seen another post about it. So like yeah, it was crazy. That was a crazy game.
How do you even let that many points? Like that's gotta be probably the highest we're gonna see all year. Points.
oh yeah, yeah,
Titans Browns. Browns won, which man, how do you let the Browns win that
I feel like the Browns are a better team than what you guys are giving them credit for, barbecue. I keep telling you this
easy?
every week.
No, I don't believe it. I
They're a
refuse.
better team than what you give them credit for.
I refuse to say Deshaun Watson is good.
He is great.
He is
He's good.
not. He is not great. We all know that.
He's good. Deshaun Watson is gonna. They're gonna at least win 8 games this year.
Awesome.
is that great though? Like
I
eight
mean,
games? That's not
Eight
that's
out
bad.
great
of
for the Browns. We're talking about the Browns here.
18 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, let me actually the Browns were going 7-9 with Baker Mayfield yearly when they had Baker Mayfield. So
Mayfield's doing good this year though.
yeah, because somebody they ticked him off. But I feel like the same thing with Deshaun. Y'all are gonna tick him off. And he's just gonna go off this season. Just wait. Just wait. I feel like he is. The Browns are like a better team than what you guys give them credit for. I'm rooting for my Packers, of course, but I'm gonna root for the Browns as well, man. Like
You
I'm
just
telling you,
lost all respect you had for me.
I don't give a crap. I've been rooting for the Browns since episode 1 when we started talking about this.
Browns will always be the Browns, and that's that. I mean, they might be doing good for the first few weeks, but I don't see it going anywhere.
I mean, they took you guys to the last bail, to
I
the wire.
mean,
So
but we
I don't
won.
want to hear it. They still got, but you say the Browns will be the Browns. I mean, they took you guys to the wire, bro.
But we won.
The Steelers. I mean, the Steelers are
A
supposed
win's
to
a
be one
win.
of the best.
Like I've been saying this whole
No,
time.
hold up. The Steelers are supposed to be one of the best teams in the league, and you let the Browns be on your heels? Oh, I
But a
can't wait till
win's a
you're.
win. That's the point. A win's a win.
I totally agree, but you shouldn't have allowed that game. Shouldn't have been that close if the Browns sucked so bad. If the Browns will be the Browns.
And I'm not saying the Steelers still have a ton of work to do. especially on offense. I mean, this past week, I mean, we were good. Like our offense got better, but still, defense still carried that game. We still have a ton of work to do on offense. So we are nowhere near the best.
But I mean, when I say best in the league, I don't say you guys are Super Bowl bound, because you're definitely
We're
not.
right now
You're,
we're the
you're,
best in the North.
you're,
Yes.
you're definitely, I'll say this, you guys are definitely like a team in the middle, like between Super Bowl and sucking. You guys are
Oh,
right there in the
we're
middle.
definitely going to be there in the next 5 years.
Let's finish talking about the Browns. We'll talk about the Steelers when we get to the Steelers. So we can go all night about the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm a level with you, KB. Like putting agenda and jokes to the side. The Browns, no, they're not a bad football team. Um, and it was a good win for them. It was a much needed good game from Deshaun Watson because he used to be great, but he has not been great since he left Houston. I mean, obviously he had off the field issues that were his own doing. The off the field issues, it's tough coming back from that missed a year of football. But I mean, going back to last year and then the first two games this year, he has not looked good. It was a much needed game from him. But more than giving credit to the Browns, I'm looking at the Titans and I'm like, what's going on with y'all? Nobody had the Titans as like a Super Bowl or like this team world beater, but everyone had the Titans as a team to respect and a team that would at least make it to the wild card round or whatever. But they have not looked good at all. Derrick Henry has been getting outsnapped by the backup running back. I believe the Titans are 1-2. So I mean, I'm more, and they just got beat with 27-3. They couldn't even score a touchdown. So I'm more so looking at the Titans and wondering what's wrong with them, more than giving credit to the Browns. But even though they did come up with the win,
Next teams, Bills, Commanders. I think we all expected this one. 37-3. Bills win. Um,
Definitely.
Bills are
I mean,
Bills. I mean, Bills are undoubtedly a good team. Whether you like it or not, they are a good team. Um, don't think they're the level they were a few years ago, but they're still a good team. They're kind of like the Chiefs, where they are still good but kind of fizzling out a little bit. And then the Commanders are the Commanders. They suck.
I feel like the Bills, they're like you said, I agree with barbecue. And this is not often I agree with barbecue, but I definitely agree with barbecue. I don't think they're really I mean, they're what's their record? Like 2-1 or
Yep, 2-1.
the Bills, yeah.
yeah, I feel like they're not the Bills Mafia. They're not as tough as they once were. But yeah, I feel like there's teams that can get to them. But yeah, the Commanders will be the Commanders. Now that's one team they'll always have their aura around them for as long as they are in the league. I feel like they should be kicked out of the league at this point because like they're just a waste of TV time. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this game. Like you said, I don't think it's a big surprise or a shock. Only thing I will say with the Commanders, your quarterback is young and everyone has a bad game. But when your quarterback throws 4 interceptions in one game, that's never a good sign. No matter how good the team is, no matter how off he is during the game, that's never a good sign. But as far as the outcome, I mean, like I said, I'm not surprised about it.
Here's a game. Go from a game everyone was expecting to a game no one was expecting. Ravens Colts. Colts come up on top, 22-19. And man, is Lamar Jackson overrated?
Okay. All right. Let me get started here. I expected them to lose. I expected the Ravens to lose. I've been saying this since last year. The Ravens are not a good team, but everybody,
Shane,
no,
we
no,
need Shane in here.
I don't give a crap about Shane. I'm being professional. He's not. I don't even see the comments. Anyways, the Ravens are a bad team. I've been saying this since last year. Everybody always says, "Oh, they got some good weapons." Lamar Jackson is not overrated. If he had a team around him, he would be a better quarterback. I mean, I feel like everyone expects way too much out of Lamar Jackson. Football is a team game. So like he needs a team around him. He can't run the ball down the field all the time. Like he just needs a team. Like Lamar Jackson, he's not like a top 10 quarterback, but he's not sure. I don't feel like he's overrated. I feel like how his
I mean,
play is what I expect it to be with no team around him.
I am a little biased because the Ravens are our rivals, but yeah, they suck. They suck.
Of course, you say all your rivals suck.
Yeah, because they do.
I know my rivals don't suck. I mean, I give them their props when it's just due, except the freaking Lions. Any rivals we lose to 2 times, no, I'm not giving the Lions their respect. But like the Bears and stuff, oh yeah, they suck. But the Ravens, I feel like the Ravens haven't been good since they won that Super Bowl. No, Lamar's first year they were pretty good. He did get them into the playoffs. He did something there.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I thought the Ravens were gonna win. I know Ravens fans, they're gonna point to a pretty obvious pass interference call in overtime that led to the loss. They're even going to point out Justin Tucker missing a 60-plus yard field goal, which even though it's a real long field goal, Justin Tucker doesn't miss like that. But and to me, the game shouldn't have even been that close to begin with to have to worry about those situations. So I'm definitely disappointed in the Ravens. I definitely don't think they're a bad team. They always get unlucky with the injury bug every single year. Someone hurts, someone gets injured. Um, but I also think some credit needs to be given to the Colts because, like the Texans, they're another team who has been constantly every game have been fighting and have been in these games and surprising a lot of people. You look week 1 against the Jaguars, they were in that game. I forgot who they played week 2, but I believe they were right in that game as well. And then this game, they ended up winning. So shout out to the Colts with that. And as far as Lamar Jackson goes, Lamar Jackson to me is not overrated. And I would have Lamar Jackson as a top 5 quarterback in my opinion. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think. But I mean, of course, Mahomes. I'll say Mahomes on like a level of his own. And I'll say Burrow. Then after that, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I think Lamar Jackson is third, so top 3. I mean, because you look at guys, Josh Allen is overrated to me. I mean, he's nothing but Cam Newton with a better arm. I mean, what has he done other than had that one playoff game against Kansas City? You look at Justin Herbert. What has he done? He finally made it to a playoff game, gave up a 24-point comeback. And then, I mean, who else would you put in that conversation? I mean, I can't even think. But Lamar Jackson is that guy. And I know he may not have the same type of excitement or highlight plays that he had from like his MVP season. If you watch the game and look at the stats, he's improved from that season as a passer. He may not be the same runner, but like as a passer, he's done nothing but improve every single year. And I think he's a top 3 quarterback.
Patriots, Jets. Patriots with their first win, which, I mean, is expected since they're not cheating anymore. You know that they lose a lot more games if they stop cheating.
It's been 2 years. Would you give it a break?
Never gonna give
It's
it up.
been 2 years since the Brady era. He legit retired the jersey.
Never gonna give it up.
Move on.
Nope.
Oh my God.
But yeah, they won and against the Jets, which don't have Aaron Rodgers, so they're pretty much out for the season.
Yeah, you go ahead, KB.
Good job, Patriots. You know, the Patriots, they are historically one of the best teams in the league, no matter what barbecue has to say about them. I mean, from the head coach to the team. I mean, look at Bill Belichick's resume. Former Browns head coach comes from a losing team. And you would think this guy sucks. He's horrible. If I'm not mistaken, he even coached the Bills when they lost those 4 Super Bowls. I think he coached for them as well. Bill Belichick was a loser. But then he met a Michigan Wolverine who came into the combine and they thought this guy was, oh my God, he's unathletic. He has nothing to offer. But what does he do? He pulls off 7 Super Bowls. I mean, the Patriots are one of the greatest dynasties of all time. And for barbecue to keep insulting them and saying they're cheaters still, when they're not even what they were. They're not even a hard team. They're a team you look over. So to call them cheaters still is a bit outdated because they're not cheaters. I don't care what
Anymore.
I say. Another episode. I don't care if you haven't clipped. I don't care. The Patriots are a legacy. They're a legendary team. And to keep saying they're cheaters barbecue, I find that very disrespectful.
Okay.
You wouldn't like it if we said that about the Steelers.
I mean, they
You
didn't
had one.
cheat.
The Steelers never cheated. They had players running over linemen trying to stop plays. Are you kidding me?
What?
Now that was disrespectful.
Are you talking about the Chubb injury?
No, I'm not even talking about the Chubb injury. I forget the guy's name. Long hair, Hall of Famer, forget his name all the time. But he ran over a freaking lineman to stop a play. I mean, come on, that's a cheater. Not the Patriots, the greatest team to touch the football. Not the football, the turf. They touched the turf. After them Cowboys, I don't care if they lost anyway, but I always say, how about them Cowboys? Today I'm saying, how about the Patriots? They're not cheaters.
Are you sure you're not a
So
Patriots
stop
fan?
saying that.
I mean, they are cheaters, but okay.
They are not cheaters. I don't care if you're talking trash in the comment shades or not. I bet he is.
I mean,
Yeah. I don't know. Like, talking about the Patriots, I don't believe they're cheaters. I'm gonna be real. I understand why barbecue would believe it though. Being a Steelers fan, Patriots handed the Steelers a lot of L's in the playoffs, so I understand why you wouldn't like them. But I just think when you do nothing but win, you gotta come up with something to hate on it, especially if that
I
team puts your
mean,
team out a whole lot. But But them beating the Jets, it's not that impressive. The Jets are a mess right now. Aaron Rodgers, the loss of him, let's be real, we all know it really ended their season. I don't think they should let it though. I like Zach Wilson. I don't believe in rookie quarterbacks being thrown into the fire and starting. And I just believe he was put in a messed up situation and really he was set up in the position to fail. He wasn't going to succeed in that situation. He has been playing bad. I mean, I can't defend that. But if I was them, I would try and go after a quarterback, whether it's a free agent like Carson Wentz or something, or Colt McCoy. I would try and see if I could trade for a quarterback like Kirk Cousins or maybe even Justin Fields or something, because that defense they have is elite, and they have elite pieces. It's just the quarter they can't score any points. So, but that team is too good to just give up on the season. But yeah, I don't find it that impressive win for the Patriots.
I mean, the Jets. I heard they were coming up with probably I heard they were calling up some retired quarterbacks. Like, I think they had conversations with Ben Roethlisberger
Oh my God.
and
Zeke was up there.
I think one of the Falcons' former uh, quarterbacks. I'm trying to see if I don't find it. What was his name?
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. I think they were calling up him. But yeah, they just need a good quarterback. And I feel like Aaron Rodgers would have been the answer for them, but maybe next year.
Trade them Desmond Ritter for Zach Wilson.
Rodgers is done. I feel like Rodgers is gonna retire. I feel like his retirement's pending, and I hope he does. Cause to see him
And
in
weren't you
that
just
green
praising
uniform
him like
again,
last year?
if you do not stop bringing up last year, he's a traitor. Okay, he disgraced us wearing that green uniform. He's a weirdo. He's a freaking hippie. He needs to peace and love, listen to his weird whale sounds, and sit on the couch and retire. That's what Rogers needs to do. Not maybe next year.
I do agree with you. I feel like it is probably the best choice for him, but he's not going to. I think he even said at one point he's not retiring. I think next year he has full plans to go on next year.
As much as I hate to agree with barbecue, I do agree with that statement. I feel like we would have to cripple him for him to stop playing. I thought that's what we were gonna have to do with Brady, but I guess a divorce did it. So yeah.
I don't think necessarily that. I just don't think he wants to go out like this. I'm pretty sure he'll want to go out on his terms playing rather than being forced out by injury. So there's a chance that he can come back, which he wants to come back for the playoffs. So there's a chance that he can come back. He's going to come back.
Yeah, I feel like he is gonna come back until like what Phil said, come back on his own, like until he gets to where he wants to be, and then once he hits whatever goal he wants to hit, that's gonna probably be it.
His
Um,
goal is a winning season. That is his only goal. A Super Bowl is no. No.
but he after this injury, he definitely won't play the same. I've heard younger quarterbacks with this injury haven't played the same after. So, especially at his
they
age,
they also recover a lot quicker than what he's going to recover. Their recovery time is a lot shorter with this injury than his is going to be.
Yeah, and especially with his age. Um, yeah. So I'd say his retirement will probably be 2028, 2030.
His retirement is 2020. 2020. I mean, oh my God, I sound awful. His retirement is next year, 2024. That's his retirement, 2024.
After the next NFL season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's going to play next NFL season, but retire after that.
It's a
I mean,
possibility. I don't know.
he's the last one remaining out of all the great quarterbacks of our generation, I believe, if I'm correct. Because Matt Ryan's out there. He could fill up a stat sheet. I'm the biggest Falcon hater out there, but I have to give him his credit. He can fill up a stat sheet. Philip Rivers retired. Big Ben's retired. Who else? Brady's retired. Drew Brees is retired. Eli's retired. So, I mean, all of the great quarterbacks of our generation are retired. He's like the last one remaining.
Put Russell Wilson in that generation.
Put
Russell
Russell Wilson.
Wilson's time
Russell
has
Wilson,
passed.
his time has passed, and I feel like he would be on there. Him and Cam Newton would be on there, but they've had too many. They had too. Cam Newton when he was still playing, he just had too many bad seasons, and I feel like the Panthers did that to him. He should be a Hall of Famer, just like Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, if his career wasn't declining like it is right now, I could see him as a. They should both be first ballot Hall of Famers in my opinion. But Russ would not be on that list. I just no. I feel like I feel like he should retire too.
Panthers, Seahawks. Seahawks won. I didn't watch it. I don't really know how good each team is. So
I mean, I'm shocked. I'm shocked Bryce Young was able to lead his team to score 27 points. I am shocked. I gave him a lot of flack.
Yeah,
And even though they lost, they still put up 27 points.
it's
Seahawks,
'cause,
I am shocked that they won. They suck, but they have a good quarterback though. Their quarterback isn't really that like horrible.
Bryce Young, he didn't play this game. He was in concussion protocol. All right,
Oh my
something.
bad.
Yeah, yeah. So
I retract my statement. He sucks. He's awful. He's the worst Alabama quarterback to come out of Alabama. I retract my statement.
Bears, Chiefs. After this game,
I mean,
I saw
I
videos of Bears fans burning Justin Fields jerseys.
I think that was. I mean, I feel like Justin Field. I've watched him since high school because he was on that Netflix show QB1. So I thought he was gonna make a huge splash in college game. He did all right, and then he gets to the NFL and tanks. Feel like, but I also feel like he's gonna have a turnaround. He's gonna have a turnaround. Feel like you shouldn't write him off after this season. I feel like you guys should continue with him. Feel like he's gonna be another Baker Mayfield get ticked off because everyone's talking trash about him and just gonna go off. And then for all the sweep, and then the Chiefs are happy because the only reason the Chiefs won is because they're way better than the Bears, and Taylor Swift was there. Travis Kelsey had to show off for the Swiftie fans or whatever they're called. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like I feel like the Chiefs they went in there and handled business. We were talking about this in the group chat. This is not personal, but this is them flexing their muscle. This was a game they came in there and flexed their muscle. It was a business meeting. They went in there and and they said what was what. No negotiation. Just go in there, smack him in the face. Get a couple Taylor Swift clips and leave.
Yeah. I mean, really, who even cares about the game? Let's just talk about Taylor Swift, right? That's,
Pretty much. That's what all NFL was posting on their social medias since that game. And I'm like, okay, we get it. She's at the game.
I don't think I've ever been
I
so
feel
annoyed.
like they're not dating until they say it. I'm sorry, they were not holding hands leaving the stadium. They weren't. They were close. They looked like two friends. I'm
One
sorry,
was up there
they weren't even holding hands.
Chelsea's mama, very loud, and every like she was sitting next to his mom, cheering like a wife. Like I'm pretty sure
Okay,
it's something that
people have longtime friends of the opposite sex. Maybe she's a friend of the family.
if a
Until
girl was
until they
cheering for
come out
me,
and say they are dating, I am not gonna say they're dating.
I'll tell you, if a girl was cheering for me like that, and my girl saw, we would have some problems. So something something's happening there. Just real quick on the game, not surprised by the outcome. Surprised by how much of a blowout it was. Bears could did they score? I don't even remember they
They
scored or
scored
not.
10 points.
Okay, at least they did that, but still, I mean, Justin Fields, I don't think he's bad. I'm a Justin Fields fan. Like KB said, been watching him since high school. He went to school here. He went to school in Georgia, so we really kept up with him. But I just think it's time for a fresh start, a restart. He needs to go somewhere else, like the Falcons, and yeah, just restart his career.
The Falcons are too stupid to pick him up.
We don't. I'm not gonna say that. We just
The
won.
Falcons, I'm gonna say this, and I don't care what anybody says. I feel like Atlanta teams do not care about what they have on there, except the Braves and the soccer team. I feel like the Hawks and the Falcons are just about the money and ticket sales because y'all have had the Falcons. There's been plenty of opportunities to fix y'all situation. And I just feel like you guys are just kind of doing it to yourself. To why you guys keep having these kind of seasons that you're having.
The Hawks. We've been on the come up though. We've been on the come up with the Hawks.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
not
I
gonna
mean,
talk about that.
the Hawks are on the bubble type of team. They just need to get some veteran leadership. But Justin Fields, I mean, that would be a good pickup. But I feel like the Falcons would make that move. And I
Yeah,
feel like I feel like the Bears are not going to give up on Justin Fields so easily. I say they give him at least. I see them at least giving him one more season before they decide they're going to part ways with him.
I mean,
they were
fan,
contemplating. They're contemplating giving up on him before this season. So I mean, let alone with how he may not walk away as a starter when like 3 weeks from now, Justin Fields may not be the Bears starter. That's how bad it's looking right now.
yeah, fans definitely gave up on him, burning his jerseys.
I mean, I can't even I for the amount of time I've watched football, I cannot regulate a good Bears quarterback. To be honest with you, I've always heard more things about the Bears defense as the years have gone by.
Uh, Jay
So,
Cutler would be the Bears' best quarterback. That's
oh shit. Oh, let me get that.
All right. We are hitting the 1 hour mark, so let's just speed through three of these last uh, four teams. Cowboys, Cardinals. Cardinals won. Raiders, Steelers.
You guys are, you guys are, you guys, like you said, you guys got some work to do because, like Jimmy G, the Raiders, they could have got back in the game and at least tied it or won the game.
I
But
mean,
they did,
yeah, we
they
definitely
did,
need work to do, especially primarily on offense. Our defense is fine. Actually, our defense is so good. Last week they were putting up points, and making touchdowns, which defense is not supposed to do. Well, I guess not technically supposed to do, but our this week, I think everyone can agree that our offense stepped it up a little bit. Kenny was actually throwing good throws. Pickens was catching. Harris did a decent job. And if we keep this up, obviously we need to get better with offense. But if we keep this up through the next few weeks, I think we have an easy week this coming week with the Texans. But I think the week after is Ravens, which that's a rivalry game, so we need to be ready for that. But if we can keep this up, keep the momentum going up, especially in offense, I'm thinking my 12-3 prediction won't be too far-fetched.
I mean, you also got to throw in there, but that the NFL threw you guys a bone this season. I mean, I feel like you guys got the easiest schedule I've seen. Oh my god. I mean, they threw you guys a bone, but I'm also gonna say I don't see 12-3 until the end of the season, until it's done. I don't see that, and I feel like I know Kenny Pickett can move like that. He needs to start scrambling a lot more, man. I'll give him that. He can move a little bit. He needs to do a little bit more of that. Cause like obviously, like you said, he wasn't throwing interceptions, but he's known for throwing a lot of interceptions. So maybe he needs to run more. I'll say that. And why do you guys take so long to score? My God, I hate it. That's the only part of the game I hated. You guys kept kicking field goals. I needed to see some touchdowns. Like I used to see touchdowns because I'm a Packers fan and we get in the end zone a lot. So like I'm not used to seeing teams just keep sending their kicker out there all the time to get their points on the board. But other than that, great game for the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. While watching the game after the Falcons lost and then Packers came back and win, I ain't even gonna lie. I had some low key hate in my heart. I was like, man, I don't want to be the only one with the L on the pie. Like the Raiders maybe win, but being real though, uh, I think the most impressive part with the Steelers, and I'm gonna leave it at this, is that you guys really do have like a bottom 15 offense, and you guys are able to not only stay in games but winning games, which is really impressive. I think that speaks a lot to the coaching of Mike Tomlin and stuff like that. Offense, like we all know, it has to be fixed, but good win by the Steelers.
I also want to point out we won that game with the refs on the Raiders side. Just wanted to point that out there. So next game, Eagles, Buccaneers. I mean, Buccaneers really stepped it up this year with Baker Mayfield. I'm still skeptical about Baker Mayfield because the Browns, but I will give credit where credit is due. He is doing good this season, even though they did lose this game. Yeah.
This is a game they're expected to lose. I mean, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, they are Super Bowl contenders. So yeah, I expected this.
Yes, same thing. But as a Bucks fan, if you're a Bucks fan, it's nothing to hold your head down about, though. But yeah, I think we expected this.
Bengals, Rams, closer than I thought. I thought Rams would get absolutely destroyed for the third week in a row, especially with Burrow's injury. But they came in and did business.
Bengals, my bad, you go.
Mr. Home Alone came in and did his job. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, Yeah, Bengals still don't look good, but it's always good. They good win by them though, because they needed it, but they still have some issues.
All right. Next topic. Favorite genre and top 3 artists. I think our guest Goof Jr. should go first for this one.
Forgot about Goof Jr. What's up, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. For genre, I don't really have one that like I just generally stick to because every genre has like good songs, bad songs, so it's kind of like hard to pick one, at least for me. But I could definitely pick like my top 3 artists, which would be Tomorrow by Together, which is a Korean band. I like their music a lot, as well as The Offspring and Matchbox 20.
I will say real quick, if Fate of the Universe is in your hands and you had to choose, what would be the genre that you chose? That you choose?
That is a question. Um,
We got the whole universe depending on this answer.
yeah.
Big one.
Definitely a big one. That's definitely a big one.
Yeah. I mean, recently, maybe like Welsh rock.
Llama's in the comment. My favorite person from Barbecue's chat. Cool.
Okay. Kid Vicious, you want to go next?
Okay, what's the topic again? I know I'm gonna get clipped for that one, but what's the topic?
Jeez, I always gotta remind you topics. Jeez.
My God, Barbecue, we've been dealing with this since middle school. Let's go. Just tell me what it is.
Favorite genre and top 3 artists.
Favorite genre, top 3 art. Oh my God, I love music. This is crazy. I mean, I'm gonna answer the Phil question. The fate of the universe. You need some pop. You need some uplifting music to lift people's spirits, man. You say pop for that. You need some music to uplift people's spirits. Like maybe even some pop country too, like 9 to 5, because pop 9 to 5 is considered a pop country song. So yeah, like 9 to 5, like they had in Gardens of the Galaxies. Yeah, you need some pop music to uplift the people's spirit. But my favorite genre of all time is always gonna be this is R&B. I'm sorry, man. R&B is like the best, greatest genre of all time. I mean, that's how I got some of the girls I've gotten over the years, bro. Like some good R&B. That'll win any girl. Oh my God. The perfect song. The top 3 artists his number one for me is gonna have to be Eminem because Eminem was the first rapper I was introduced to, and I feel like if when the GOAT debates about who's the greatest rapper, I feel like Eminem is at least like number one. I know I've said Biggie in the past, but Eminem can really body some people and has had some great work over the years that he has done. And then number 2, of course, is gonna be the one and only the true king of pop. Who cares about what Harry Styles said about him being the king of pop? Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the reason for a lot of artists, and you wouldn't have some of the artists we have today if it wasn't for Michael Jackson. And then number 3. Oh man, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to throw. I don't care. I don't care if she's so much older than me, but the finest woman in music of all time, Mariah Carey, number 3. Yeah, that's mine.
I just thought
Finest
of
woman in music.
I just thought of the perfect edit. I'm gonna clip you saying that and then do
Oh,
all I want for Christmas is you.
I'm not mad at it, bro. I really am not. Really not. That song makes her a lot of money to this day, so I'm not mad at that.
Okay, I guess I'll go. So, like Goof Jr. was saying, it's very tough to pick one genre because I listen to literally everything and so much. But I love KV's answer. I thought I was gonna be the only one. If I had to pick one, Faith in Your Universe on the line is resting on my decision. R&B, man. That is a lot of people would make fun of me for it or call me old or whatever. R&B is just where it's at. Like KV said, I mean, my good looks also play an amazing part in it, but that's also how you get the women. Um, it's also one of the music. If you want to chill, you can study to it. You can slow down. You know, you can be with your girl with it. R&B. There's also more up tempo R&B that some you can even listen to before a sports game if you want to. Then of course you got your kind of like in between, slow, also upbeat R&B. So it's just I'm an R&B kid at heart. I mean, I think a lot of it when I was younger, I would grow up like listening to like the slow jams R&B station also. So that's just what I ended up grasping to and loving. Hip hop is cool and stuff, and country pop, but I'm a R&B guy. Top three artists. Without a doubt, it's Michael Jackson sitting on the throne ahead of everyone. Then way below him, me, it would be Drake. I just always loved Drake, singer, rapper, very versatile. Just love Drake. And then the third spot was tough. It was between a few people, but I'm gonna give it to Mary J. Blige. I've always literally ever since I was a baby, I always loved Mary J. Blige. So shout out to her. Yeah.
It's my turn, isn't it? Genre is so hard. Artist is so much easier.
Both are hard for me.
Yeah, I think the artists are harder for me, yeah, because it's like I gotta limit, because like I said, I listen to everything, everybody, and I gotta limit it to just three.
Probably gonna get a lot of hate for this.
The universe, what's the genre you picking?
I'm gonna have to go rap.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I'm getting a
Oh
lot of
my
hate
god.
for it. I know. I am.
I have to hate on you for this because rap might make this situation even worse. Like depending on
No,
which
just
period.
just just hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. You're in the car and you want something that you can like make you feel good and like want something fast, like super fast. That's what you go with.
Like if in that case, this is just me. If I'm gonna go rap, I am going to go rap when it first originally came out, when it still had sort of a
I'm
disco
talking about
sound to it.
just in
Like
general.
all the
Just
rap is gonna make it worse. Barbecue, like
just
the
in
gangster
general.
rap, like this is gonna make the situation even worse.
That's
Like, oh
I
my god.
so top three artists. I know I'm getting a lot of hate for my.
I know one already, so just go ahead.
So number one, the OG, the first rapper I was listening to, Will Smith. Always have a place in my heart. Um, Number two, I'm gonna have to go with Eminem. It's pretty good. And in number three, you gotta put Juice WRLD in top
I knew he was gonna get on there somewhere. I knew it.
three. I mean, he's undoubtedly one of the best in our generation.
I mean, Juice World, yeah, his numbers don't lie. He has excellent numbers, but Juice World was kind of like how Rod Wave is. He's depressed. He was depressing to me, you know.
I mean, that's
Most of his
okay.
music.
Everyone. I mean, that's why music is so great. Like everyone has their own specific thing.
And I just feel like Juice World's music, like for me, when I listen to music, I don't like to listen to depressing music unless I'm heartbroken over losses and stuff. But other than that, yeah. Mm-mm. But I
It
mean, he
always
is the greatest. You cannot, no one can deny this. Not even me. He is the greatest dead rapper of all time. I'm sorry to be so blunt like that, but he still has he has had the best numbers, and he's not even alive anymore.
nah. Juice World, the greatest dead rapper of all time. Yeah, that's. I would love to
He
say
is.
that you're, but that's just completely wrong. But
How?
I
Who's
would.
better? Who's better?
Do you know the amount of rappers that are dead? Like, I mean, first of all, let's just get with the popular opinions. You do know Biggie and Tupac are dead. I mean, I'm a Juice World fan. Juice World is one of those people I would put more into the artist category than just straight up rapper, even though I will say he's the best freestyler I've ever seen in my life. I I don't know anybody that you could put on a beat. Like they have YouTube videos of him on radio shows freestyling, rapping for an hour, 2 hours straight. Like I've never seen that. But as far as the greatest dead rapper, I mean, you gotta think about the rappers that the amount of rappers there have been and the amount that have passed away and stuff like that. Um,
Say in this generation, I feel like he is. I feel like there's no one better.
okay, in this generation, okay, so
Next,
who do we have? We
next
have
best would
Ed,
be X. X would be next best.
Lil, Lil Peep. I didn't listen to him.
I didn't listen to Lil Peep. I feel like he's not better than Juice World though.
We got Mac Miller.
Don't even know who that
Uh,
is. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to. It's a sad subject. I don't know. Like I will say, when it comes to X, I'm kind of like when he was alive, I listened to him, but I wasn't a fan. Where when Juice World was alive, I was actually a Juice World fan. But I will say, I didn't start diving into X's is what's the word I'm like. I didn't start diving into his music until he passed. I will say, I think X is over Juice. It's not because it's the popular opinion, but I think the versatility is like X, like Juice could sing. He's one of those people that like they can sing but can't sing, but it sounds good. Like I don't, it's hard to explain. Like Kanye kind of has that type of voice also. But X could like actually sing. He could rap. He could do sad music. He could do concert turn up music. He could do serious topics. He could be lyrical. He could be mumble. Um, and then Juice was extremely young, but X was like younger than us when a lot of his stuff was coming out. So the ability and the talent that he had at his age, at his young age, and even the fan base and following he had, I think he would be over Juice. But they're both amazing though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next topic. Okay, we're going from about an hour and a half in. Writers Guild strike has finally come to an end after what was it? Started in like June,
Started like May, I think.
May. So it's come to an end after what was that? We're going into October, September, 4 months. They finally came to an agreement, and everything is set to go back in schedule. I think it's much needed. I think everyone sees Hollywood, especially actors and everyone like that, as well paid when they're actually not, and have great working conditions when they actually do not. So I think having a strike was the right move. But now, video game producers, or not producers, but video game writers and the people in the video game industry are planning on possibly going on strike now too.
I just feel like I'm glad the strike they have come to an agreement because I know a lot of movies were on pause because of it. Mentioning the Deadpool 3 movie. And yeah, I hopefully they'll get back to work on that. But yeah, I agree with barbecue again. I hate when I agree with barbecue. It was much needed to happen. Um, I wasn't surprised of how they were being treated. I mean, I feel like that's in any like industry like that. I feel like a lot of times there are a lot of times where they're being mistreated or overused or are being used and stuff. So I wasn't surprised when it happened. And like I'm glad they've reached some sort of agreement because I have said in the past that I would like to write movies and TV shows at some point because I think I'd be amazing at it. I have the best stories. But yeah, I'm glad that they came to some sort of agreement.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I just think it's so simple. I don't understand why we can't just give people but the recognition and the pay, just give people what they deserve and what they rightfully have earned. It's sad that writers and actors and stuff had to even go on strike, something like that. I'm like KB was saying, I'm glad that they have reached to at least somewhat of an agreement. Of course I assume more things had to be worked out, like the kinks of it, but I actually hope that it's something there rather than just then a type thing where here just take this for now or we're doing this for now. Let's get these movies back going and then kind of forget about it. I hope it's actually like an actual step that they're taking.
Yeah, I mean, as like Rich just said, as someone who is going to hopefully be in the that industry, I'm glad it came to an agreement now rather than we're still on strike 5 years from now and both of us don't have jobs. Um, but also like what Phil said, I do hope it is not a temporary thing, which I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would. Uh, the Writers Guild of America would have accepted those terms if it was temporary, because they both have to come into agreement. So the fact that uh, they came to an agreement makes me think that it's not that case, but who knows? Money will do crazy things, and my thing is just pay your people. If you have someone working for you, come to an agreement and pay before the work is done and pay them, because it just brings a whole bunch of problems if you don't pay, as we've seen with the Writers Guild and as we're possibly going to see with the video game industry, with their strike possibly going to happen. uh just pay your people. I don't get why, like, if you can't afford employees, don't have employees. It's that simple. um like, I see even videos on the internet where workers would walk out of whatever job they're in because they're not getting paid, and it's just like that, like, Come on, just pay. Can't stress that enough. Yeah. Goof Junior, have any thoughts on that?
I have like the same thoughts as y'all because all that work takes a lot of creativity as well. They're not getting enough paid for that.
Yeah, and even
Pretty
with
easy
work,
thing to figure out.
yeah, and it's not even like it's like, especially Disney. It's not even like they can't afford it. They make billions of dollars like they make like $1 billion in a week. I mean, it's
I look at
ridiculous
it.
for like a
I
big company for that like that.
I feel like Disney should be the main one paying their companies, I mean their employees the best because they own so much in that industry. There's no excuse for not paying your employees. Like I like for me growing up, of course everybody watched Disney. Like it'd be like that'd be a freaking dream job if I got to write shows and movies and stuff for Disney because that right there would be a big plus. And you would think that they would pay you all that money, but they obviously weren't if people were taking strikes. If they took a strike.
Yeah, hang on, let me look something up. So how much Disney makes in a day? Let's say a year. They make $87.807 billion a year, with the 8.26% increase each year. So 2022 it was 82.722 billion a year, which is a 22% increase over 2021. Like, if you're making that much money, you can afford to pay your employees. I mean, it's just a shame that, I mean, I've had so much respect from Disney, like, but after this, I mean, I still have sort of a bit of respect for them, but a lot less, just because if you look at what Walt Disney envisioned, he wouldn't have wanted it this way. Not saying other media companies could have gotten away with it. Like, I'm still throwing them under the bus too, but I'm just want to focus a lot on Disney because they're making that much a year and can't afford decent working conditions and decent pay. Like, that's just ridiculous in my opinion. All right. Topic number 4: Star Wars Outlaws. New video game by EA, I think.
No, is it really EA doing it?
I mean, EA has done.
Ubisoft,
I
not EA. Ubisoft.
Okay, good. Cause that would have ruined all my excitement after that.
I mean, EA has made good Star Wars games like the Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. Although those games were iffy at launch, but I saw the trailer for this a couple months ago, And man, does it look good. It looks like a Star Wars. Everyone's comparing it to a Star Wars version of GTA. I'm super excited for it. It comes out next year.
You sending me the trailer for it. It looked pretty good. I actually, to be honest, I forgot about it, but because I forgot about it because of the latest Star Wars game that had came out. But it should be a great game. You know, I'm a Han Solo fan, so this is a perfect game for Han Solo fans because he was an outlaw, so and a smuggler. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it should be amazing. I know there was a game similar to like Star Wars GTA type thing, as far as like the ability to. I don't know. I remember my dad playing it. I don't know. Y'all remember it, the PSP, the PlayStation Portable? It was like a Star Wars type game, kind of similar on there. I mean, it seems amazing. Like I'm hoping that it's stuff where like even you're in space, you can get in something in like a ship or whatever, travel to another air carrier, do missions and stuff. Like it's a lot of possibilities and directions that they can take it. That should, I mean, really be amazing. I'm even hoping maybe it might be the story mode, or it's probably gonna be like an online feature. Like you could customize your own character and things like that, and choose whether you want to make an outlaw, make a Jedi, make a rebel. What's it? What's the other? Is it Imperial?
Yeah,
What, I
Imperial
forgot.
or Sith.
Okay, make, yeah, like you said, one of those. But like I say, it looks amazing, and I'm just excited about the possibilities and the directions that they can take the game.
Goof Jr., you have any thoughts on the game?
I do not.
But yeah, it looks like a good game. At least if the trailers live up to what it's gonna be. All right, last topic of the night. Week 4 predictions. So we have put in place a normal thing we're gonna do every week, and we are going to only go in depth for our favorite teams. First, Thursday night football. Lions, Packers. KB, you have the floor.
All right, sit back down. We are about to put the Lions in their place. All these teams have failed to put the Lions in their place. The Falcons couldn't get the job done. I mean, come on. You got one of the best offense in the league. You guys can get the job done. Who else can get it? Have they played the Steelers yet?
They don't play the
Oh,
Steelers this year.
okay, my bad. All right, let me finish my speech. All these teams have not been, that they've played have not gotten the job done. But the Packers, when you stop at the Packers train station, who's gonna be there waiting for you? Jordan Love. With not, and it's gonna be a heart-shaped box. But in this box, it's not gonna be chocolate. No. It's gonna be a box of L's that we're handing out to the Lions. Because this game is a rivalry game, and it is personal because Mr. Number 12, the worst number 12 of all time, could not get the job done last year because he refused to play well because he wanted to leave. But Love, it's his time, it's his kingdom. It's gonna come in there and we're gonna smack them in the face. We're gonna fight them to the wire because this game is gonna be close. We are gonna fight them tooth and nail, whether we have to come back and down 17-0 again and do that again. We are gonna come in there and we're gonna scrap with the Lions. And I know my counterparts on the show, they're going to disagree with me. I know Phil's probably going to say the Lions. I can see it in his eyes right now. And then the biggest hater of the Packers is going to say Lions too. And he's going to say his excuse, as always, oh, I'm a Lions fan as well. Yeah, he's just mad. He's just probably salty because we did smack the Steelers in the face and in the Super Bowl to win the Super Bowl. But yeah.
We weren't
are
talking about previous years.
Wouldn't you let me finish my speech?
But we weren't talking about previous years.
Huh? There you go. Anyways, we are gonna come in there, and this is a revenge game. Now, I will be humble and admit, I do not see us beating them twice, but I do see us beating them once this season, and this is the time we're gonna beat them on Thursday Night Football. In my opinion, the most entertaining day in the NFL besides Sunday football games. But Thursday night is those are usually some very entertaining games, and hey. Love is going to be showing a whole lot of love this game, you know? See, I came up with a slogan. There you go. He's going to be showing a whole lot of love to his receivers and even Bubble in the backfield. And we're going to cruise past the Lions. And I'm going to come back on this show with a smile on my face. That's the end of my argument.
So, barbecue, I think it would be awesome if after the game you put in like a clip of the Lions scoring on the Packers, just whipping them, and then in the background it's just KB. We're gonna put the Lions in their place as they're just getting scored on. That would be legendary. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah. No. In all honesty, if it wasn't for you, I might be rooting for the Packers. I don't know, but I just no. You guys are gonna lose. The Lions, they're not the same old Lions anymore. And you guys don't have well. When you had Aaron Rodgers, you couldn't beat them. Remember, the Lions sent Aaron Rodgers out of Green Bay. I forgot about that. They had him pack up and left. Him and Randall Cobb holding hands out the tunnel. The Lions did that. So, yeah, you guys are going to lose on prime time to the Lions, and I'm just going to laugh about it. And I'm gonna be in the group chat on you. That's really all I gotta say.
We'll see. But I feel like love is going to be showing a whole lot of love this game. Yep.
This one's hard. Both are good teams. But
Go ahead and pick the Lions. Oh my God. Just go ahead and pick them, barbecue.
I'm going to say what I said to Phil last week. I'm rooting for the Lions, but I'm cheering for the Packers just because you're my friend.
What?
That's probably the nicest.
I don't need your pity.
That's the nicest thing I've ever said to you, and you better take it because it's the last thing that's the last nice thing I'm gonna ever say to you.
I don't need your guys' pity. I stand by my team. People were saying, Cameron, were you gonna stand behind the Packers when Rodgers leaves? And I said,
no.
This is a family-friendly channel, so I'm not gonna say that. I am absolutely gonna stand behind my Packers, even though love sucks. But you know, love is like me and love. Like he is not your dream girlfriend. He is not your dream girl. That is the best metaphor I can use. He is not the dream girl that you pictured in your mind as growing up as a young kid, teenager, and into adulthood. He is the girl you decided to settle with, and has some really great qualities, and you're glad that you decided to settle down with that girl. That is what love is.
That sounds
And
like
so,
personal experience.
what? Oh no, that's not personal experience. I'm a Mac bro. I am good with the ladies. Phil can even attest to that. Even though
I cannot attest to
I
that.
got so much scrutiny over that, but I'm not gonna even speak about that. But yeah, that's what I see love as.
All right,
And
next game. Oh, okay.
and I don't need your pity, Sheer. Pick the Lions. You know you want to pick them. Just go with the Lions, barbecue.
I already said I was going with the Lions, but I'm cheering for the Packers.
Okay, whatever. Next team.
Next team, Falcons, Jags. Phil?
Ooh.
So we play. I think this is at 9:30 in the morning. We play in London.
Yep.
Of course, I'm going for the Falcons. I would have been really scared about this game if the Jags didn't just lose to the Texans. So now I feel a little more confident. I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a close game. If our offense plays decent, we win. If our offense plays how we did against the Lions, we lose. It's really as simple as that. But I do think it's going to be a good game. So wake up in the morning, maybe cook some breakfast, drink some coffee, and watch the Falcons as we go to London.
You're supposed to. I want to say this, Phil. You're supposed to drink tea. They're in London. You gotta drink some hot tea.
Right, right,
You gotta drink
right.
some hot tea. And for this take, I'm going to speak in a British accent. I don't know where London is in Europe, but this is the only accent I know. I don't care. Anyways, I don't care about that face barbecue, but I'm going to go with the Jaguars on this because I feel like the Jaguars they're a good team that's playing terribly. But we also got to think about the Falcons. The Falcons are the type of team they get your hopes up. They win you 2 games, and you guys feel like you're on top of the world. And then last week they brought you right back down. And I feel like you're gonna lose 2 straight here. I feel like you guys are going to go 2-2 this year. This After this game, you're gonna return home. The Falcons fans are gonna be in your feelings again because I know Phil's probably gonna be a little salty again after this loss. I just feel like this is the outcome. But good luck to the Falcons in London. Have a good time there. But yeah, that's just how I feel. And I'm ready for this episode to be over so I can take off these ugly threads. I hate wearing them. Oh my god, they
It
make my
looks,
skin itch.
you know what? You've had some of your best takes today with that on. Like you see how much a
Oh
little
my
difference it makes.
god. Oh,
I mean, you should
oh,
you should try it more often. I mean,
oh
seriously.
my god.
I mean, it really does look great. It looks great.
Oh my god.
I completely forgot to get Goof Jr.'s take on the last 2 games. Goof Jr.
I don't know much about sports, but I will say I am rooting for the Lions in spite of KD.
Perfect.
Wow. Oh wow.
So Falcons, Jags. I'm gonna go Falcons. No brainer. Jags are what? 0-3? No, 1-2. Um, they just haven't proven to me that they're a good team. So yeah, I'm going Falcons. Rams, Colts. After last week, I'm gonna go Colts on this one.
Yeah, Colts.
I'm going to go Rams.
Ravens, Browns. I'm gonna go Ravens.
Going Browns.
Raven Nation.
Vikings, Panthers. I'm gonna go Panthers.
We're gonna go Vikings.
Come on, Vikings. We got to get a win at some point. So, going for the Vikings.
Bengals Titans. Even though Joe Burrow's hurt, if he plays this game, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Bengals.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bengals. I don't see the Titans as much of a threat.
Hey, that means somebody has to pick Titans then, right? It's not gonna be me. I'm going Bengals. Titans look terrible. So
Buccaneers Saints. I'm gonna go Bucks.
I'm gonna go Saints just because I have this crappy shirt on. I'm gonna go Saints just to be a hater.
yeah,
I feel like it's gonna be a close game.
the two divisional rivals, but it's just something about the Saints. They just make me, I hate the Saints. So Bucks.
Dolphins Bills. After last week, I gotta go Dolphins.
I'm gonna go Bills for this one.
I'm riding the bandwagon and I'm having my fins up going for the Dolphins.
Broncos Bears. Terrible game. I'm gonna go tie.
I like that.
I'm gonna Broncos Bears. I feel like I'm gonna go to Bears just because of the Broncos' last game.
You know what? I'm gonna say something different for this. I'm gonna go a shootout. I think this is gonna be one of the better games on Sunday, and I'm gonna go shootout, battle of the terribles. And come on, Justin Fields, come on, I'm going with the Bears.
Commanders Eagles should, on paper, be an easy win for Eagles.
Yeah, it should be the same way the Bears game went for them. So I'm gonna go to Eagles.
The Eagles.
Steelers Texans. If our offense plays like they played last week, we're winning that game. If we play like we played week 1 and 2, it'll be close, but I feel like we're gonna lose.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like this game is gonna be close. I feel like just because I feel like the Steelers they're a team that you can see their weaknesses on offense. I actually have a decent defense, but I'm gonna go with the Texans for this game because I want to see them lose. I want to see them be brought back down to reality. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Texans. I feel like even if the Texans do lose, they're gonna give them a run for their money, just like every team has done so far.
Yeah, I'm definitely rooting and going for the Steelers. Texans are, as we were talking about earlier, them in the coast, they're like sneaky good, decent. I'm definitely going Texans. I mean Steelers, definitely going Steelers.
Yeah, I think it's an easy win if our offense plays good like we played last week. Probably a scary loss if we play like week 1 and 2, especially week 1. Raiders Chargers. I'm gonna go Raiders.
I'm charging for this one because Jimmy G's performance against you guys was like terrible. I expected so much better. They were hyping him up for a lot of that game, and he still lost. Like that's what was depressing.
Definitely kind of another battle of the mid, but I'm going with the Chargers.
Cardinals 49ers. Just like I said, Eagles Commanders should be an easy win for 49ers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 49ers on this one. I feel like the 49ers are a team that we're gonna see in this year's Super Bowl.
It's the 49ers and who again? I'm sorry.
Cardinals.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cardinals, another sneaky, like not bad team, but yeah, I mean 49ers look like the best team in the NFL though. So I'm with 49ers.
Patriots, Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys.
I go. I love both these teams, but I'm gonna go with the Cowboys on this game. I feel like this is an easy win for them.
I'm going to. I think the Cowboys will win, but I'm going to be rooting for the Patriots just because it's going to be so funny the reaction of Cowboys fans if they lose this game. I'm rooting to see that. So let's go. Not let's go Patriots, man. I'm going to be rooting for
Chiefs, Jets. Another easy win for a great team. Chiefs.
Chiefs. Like I agree with barbecue, but I also hate the Jets, and you guys know why. So yeah,
you. Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Chiefs. Jets are a mess.
Seahawks, Giants. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
I don't know how to pick this one, but yeah, I'm gonna go Seahawks. I don't see the Giants winning this game.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks.
All right. I think that is it for this episode. So tonight we have a tie between Phil and KV. 4 points each, and then Goof Jr. with 2.
I mean, I will say this: I am I'm fine with the tie, but I was on a two episode winning streak. Now I count a tie as an L in my book, so I'm gonna say I'm 2-1. But yeah, I'm not glad that I tied with Phil today because I'm wearing this shirt. So yeah, this is the worst day I could have tied with Phil wearing this mockery of a team. And Goof Jr. Man, I wanted to, go back and forth with Goof Jr., but Goof Jr. just seems like a great guy. He's not Shane. He doesn't trigger me like Shane. He's a
Yeah.
great guy. Even though he trolled me that one time when Shane was on here, he's a great guy. Goof Jr. is the type of person you can't be mad at. He just comes off as this great guy.
I mean, we all told you. You didn't listen to us. So.
You're not wrong.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember to listen on Spotify, YouTube, and Twitch. We'll be live back here again next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, clips coming onto TikTok and the Instagram, possibly YouTube too. Yeah, thank you all for joining. Thanks, Goof Jr. for taking time out of your day to be with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
All right, see you, everyone.
Right.
See you later, handsome. I'm gonna message you in the on Instagram. But see you later, man.